Farag leads 2 games to love. Level. No lead.
Yeah, he won't review that either.
No lead.
Just asking a little bit prematurely there. Farag, he should have had a bit more awareness to realise he could have easily gone and got that ball. See if the tactics of the Puma are to fight fire with fire and come out with some intensity himself, and that's what he's done.
2 love.
Rapid start.
Yeah, that's loose. Frustration there for Peruvian Puma. Johnny, we've got a question that's come through from Mahmoud Aboulalel. How does someone who makes a lot of errors towards the end of a match lose because of the errors, reduce the errors? I can't believe that's just been sent through to me from one of the PSA media.
You definitely need to answer that one as well, Joey.
How does someone who makes lots of errors towards the end of a match loses because of the errors, reduce the errors?
And 2 all.
Okay, I've got a suggestion. I need to remember that whoever that person is that hit all those errors, that the space between the 10 line and the outer court line and the front wall, that's all that space is available to hit the front wall. So never forget that, that might help. Then you reduce the errors. So my good mate Paul Seal used to say, if you hit the 10, you've missed by the whole front wall. You didn't, because everybody says always, oh, I just missed by such a small margin. No, you missed by the whole front wall, actually.
I think you've scared the chap off. Mahmoud is he's given up. So I hope that makes a bit of sense, Mahmoud. It's hard when you're under this amount of pressure, which Ali Farag's doing to the Peruvian Puma. There's a big crew of fans. Sergio Vessa is watching the Puma in Colombia and Bucaramanga.
That's unfortunate. That's very fair from Farag straight away. He's just said we'll play a let there. That's good to see. Did turn heavily on the shot. He turned it heavily there with the cross.
He just hit the strings there.
Diego did wander across. I mean, to be honest, that's very fair because I think it would have been fine to take that point, to be honest. Elias's movement was a little bit lazy there in the middle.
Yeah, he's looking pretty fatigued out there.
3, 2.
Got to realise that, you know, with the travel, we know this as well. I mean, it's also an amazing performance here from Ali Farag, but to travel over 3 days after winning an event and the time change, I mean, it's you don't just have a couple of nice sleeps, Johnny, and everything's okay. It's hard for people to understand that don't travel and play sport at the highest level. But I like the attitude of Farag. I think he's so adaptable, as we know, but the mindset of winning, once he gets the first game under his belt, to then do that hunting of the ball with his reach and with his ability to read the ball and his movement, I think if he starts to promote that more often, he's going to give the very, very top players behind him even harder time than he is at the moment. Just getting everything back again.
Yes, lad.
Puma reacting quite heavily there, but have a look at here,
3-2.
Farag. I don't think he meant to do that, Joey, to be honest. I think that,
Yeah, watching. Continue, please.
No. If it's a winning shot, why is it?
maybe Farag expected that
please.
Elias was going to go on the inside between him and the wall.
But the movement is wrong.
It's an interesting point we're saying. It's either one or the other. Elias. But he's fired up, Johnny. He's got that the Latin bloods going now. He's got to make sure he's not loose though with the way he's hitting, because Ali Farag's just picking him off.
4-2.
Yeah, he has to control now that adrenaline surge through getting a little bit aggro about the decision. If you can channel it into positive hitting, that's great, but if it's sort of just chaotic, then he's going to get into more trouble here. I'd like to see Ali Farag's unforced error count tonight, Joe. It's extremely low.
Well, that's a bit of magic. That's class.
And out.
Has to be that good
3-4.
though to try and break down the movement of Farag.
Which is brilliant. The forehand volley drop was open. That's why Elias just sort of stood a bit.
5-3.
See it here on the replay. He just manages to stop him a bit, and that was enough. So Ali Farag has just got really every base covered here. His game is very, very secure. The web has been woven at the front. And the Puma is just getting stuck everywhere. It's not going to be a let.
All that.
There's no effort there to go round, and this is just frustrating times for Elias because
Left, please.
he's
Left
ran into
court,
the world
please.
#1 on a very good night here
6-3.
tonight.
Left court, please. Video review. Video referee plays the review. Elias on a no-let decision.
Ali Farag just sort of indicating there that was a very late ask for the review. Don't see this one being overturned.
That decision upheld. Elias has no reviews remaining. 6-3.
So Ali Farag, 6-3 actually. He's getting closer to booking his spot in the quarterfinals. That would be against the New Zealand world #5, Joey, who had a tremendous match with Joel Macon today. 3-love, but 66 minutes. It was a brilliant game of squash. Went down and watched it.
7-3.
There's the lovely flick. Probably learnt that one off Jonathan Power. He spent a bit of time there.
4-7.
Yeah, he still chats to him a lot. Unfortunately, that not deceiving Farag at
And
all.
out.
It's not looking good here for the
8-4.
Peruvian Puma. Ali Farag will be on the rampage to close this out.
Yeah.
Gonna have to see something really special now from the Peruvian Puma.
5-8.
Puta, viento de mierda. Eso es posible, pero esta basura, ¿no? País de
And
mierda.
out 9-5.
Pumas, he goes in exhibition modus when he gets like this, Joey. He just starts going for everything. So Farag is,
Down.
he's made an error there, but
Pick up.
No, out the court.
What you're appealing for? Ball was good. Good.
very impressive the way Farag's just going about his business. He's
And out
so
6.
intent on not giving
5.
anything away here. He's leaving
out
no
6-9.
stone unturned. You'll see the Puma, he's going to open up here and go for a few shots.
Well, he's got nothing to lose at this
7,
stage of the match, Johnny.
9.
Oh my goodness, hands are us. Did you
Well,
see that?
I did see it, and I said it had to be something a bit magical.
8,
The Puma.
9.
Well, it was a bit of reflex volley to each other there before 1, 2, and then
See you
flat.
later. He's back in this. Down and out at 5-9. It's
Deception.
unbelievable. I mean, he's standing tall as he always does with that straight back of his,
9 all.
Peruvian Puma, and he's back at 9-all. How does he do it?
Yes, lad.
From behind.
It was. Yeah, he was going.
I'll tell you what, if he does manage to convert this third
9
game,
all.
that'll put the sand amongst the pyramids, Johnny.
Stand amongst the pigeons, or
What? Pyramids. Talking about.
yeah.
Down.
Is it? So game ball here for the Peruvian Puma.
Okay,
Literally
nine,
minutes
game
ago, it looked like he was out and on his way back to Machu Picchu, but now he's serving with a game ball to take this into a fourth. Well, the yalla shout of relief.
And out 10 all.
That was
A
teed
player
up
must
for him
win
to
by
do something
2
special. He
points.
clips the
Each
top
player
of the
has 1
tin.
review available.
So into a tie break.
Farag suddenly having to navigate his way through the end of this third game, and a lot tougher than what he would have liked. At 8-4, everything looked good. That is up. He's still in this. Look at the drive.
I don't believe
Unbelievable.
it. I could not believe it. He's nearly taken his
Quickly.
chest off there on the dive, and he's produced this.
You want to check the pickup?
He's wanted to have a look at the pickup, and
Video
rightly
referee,
so, but
please check
that
the
was
pickup of
impressive.
Elias in the front left.
That was very, very impressive. If he had any hair on his chest, which I think he does, it's gone now.
Yeah.
I mean, that backhand straight down the line, that was kind of very Jonathan Power-esque.
And after the dive, like first he had to collect himself off the floor. If we get a look at it.
Yeah, he's obviously banged his chest there a little bit, but it was all for the cause. We're going to have a look at this pickup, see if it was good originally from the Puma.
And that 11-10 game ball.
Well, it's extraordinary. Ali Farag believes it was fine anyway. So
we'll see it in the highlights, Joey. So if he wins, either way, we'll see it in the highlights.
So game ball for the Puma, second game ball.
Well, you said he had to do something special, and this has been special. Combination of winners and retrieving. Leisurely, got away with it though.
Well, he went for the leisure centre, and it didn't work for him, Johnny.
Head out, 11 all.
Wasn't a long way off being a winner though, Joey.
No, I know,
Farag's
he hadn't
gone
read
for the
it.
cross there.
He'd split. He'd already split step. He wasn't going forward.
He's still charging into those front corners, even if he is feeling the effects of 3 days of travel to get here. He's showing a lot of strength.
Good pressure here from Farag.
It's gone back to the format early in the game there.
Yes, lad.
Farag should have hit that, I think, because he really
Yeah,
had.
he had him. He had him.
He had him
was,
moving everywhere.
11 all.
He did, and he was trying to bend to get out of the way.
Right side.
Really feel that Elias has to do what he did in that comeback phase of this game, where he just really let the arm go, and if he got half an opportunity to do something, he went for it. He doesn't want to fall back into just constant retrieving.
Good intensive hitting. Farag's really getting his marks. He's not letting the Puma settle at all. This is starting to eat into his body.
He's looking very tired,
that's
Joey.
really good pressure there. Deserve that rally.
12-11, match ball.
It's interesting, that push to get back in the third game has cost him an enormous amount, and mentally seems to finally be broken.
Match ball here for Farag.
Farag's gone the wrong way, but got it.
Oh, it's so classy. It is classy.
The thing is, he's not played this shot all match,
I know,
Joey.
that's what I mean. That's why it's so classy. You know, the straight back walk, the panther-like walk. It's like a cat anyway, hence the nickname.
We've seen great variety from that corner, but not that one. So, as tired as he may look, he soldiers on here at 12 all in the third. You do wonder if he got this game, if it's still going to be lights out.
Farag struggling.
Yes, lad.
20-minute third game. That's in these conditions very impressive. Ali Farag's behaving like a raptor actually at the moment. The way he's hunting around and he's bobbing and he's taking the ball early and he's pressing.
Diego Elias with that
13-12.
very, very deceptive boast there. Just, well, the wind might have got it there and just stepped it down. Second game ball here.
Ali Farag's starting to feel it a little bit. He's bending over.
Yes, lad. 13-12. Game ball.
The movement.
He's got a bit of a point there. There's a few traffic issues there just in that back corner when Farag didn't come off that shot too well. He's all over the place, scrambling.
Yeah, but he's got it back.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The tickle, got out of it,
Oh, he's
still going.
Still getting it. Oh, wow.
Down.
Oh, it was down. That was very explosive squash. Side-to-side movement coverage of these guys was a joke there. Ali Farag using all his ridiculously long arms to take that volley. Back at 13-all. What a terrific finale to this third game either way, Johnny.
Yeah, it's such a shame that rally had to end with a mistake like that because you felt like it had another maybe 5 to 10 shots of that kind of all-court squash.
Yes, lad.
I did nothing. Every time. Zero I did.
Farag, you need to clear better, Mr. Farag. You need to clear better.
I did nothing.
Continue, please. I already explained you.
Well, Diego Elias is, he'd be
Yes,
happy
lad,
with that he's
13-all.
got his point through, Joe. He's been a little bit aggravated about some of the clearing movements of Farag in the back
Continue.
part of the court.
I did nothing. I stood.
No more comments. Continue, please.
So a small mental victory for him perhaps in that
13-all.
sense, if he can make something of it now.
Bit of delay in play as well.
Little,
Lap.
yeah, the body work, he just couldn't get past him
Service,
there.
please.
Was just in the process of Farag hitting his shot there. He hasn't done a lot, but unfortunately for Elias, just the nudge sort of knocked him off balance. So match ball again for Farag.
Third
14,
match ball or
13.
second? Johnny?
Match ball.
I've been too engrossed in the action to, sorry, I've kept count.
It's unlike you not to keep count, Johnny. I'll let you off this once, but the action's been amazing.
Big rally threw me off.
So can Ali Farag convert this opportunity? Oh.
No, lad.
No, he can't convert this opportunity. The Peruvian Puma will not go away.
And out 14-all.
Game time on this one will be interesting. It's been a massive game of squash, and
We're approaching 25 minutes, Johnny.
of the highest quality as well. It's not just they've not been pushing the ball around. They've been there's a lot of action.
Huge amount of movement.
Down.
Oh, he's made the error.
Third game ball for
15-14.
Elias.
Game ball.
Is it third time lucky? Can he convert, Joey? Come on, give us an answer. Quick.
Yes.
Oh, he got his racket caught.
I can get that ball.
Yes, lad.
Good to see no argument there from Farag. He realised that you see the contact here as he went
14,
past racket. He got caught. Racket got caught on himself actually there. Interesting. Seemed to stumble. That might be due to the fatigue as well, Joey. That happened.
Well, obviously, I mean,
So
25 minutes.
we'll give him a let off though. He deserves it.
With the way these guys have played and how much movement they've done. He's got enough width on it. He's doing some court sprints again. Oh! Oh, he's done it! He's done it! The Puma's done it! They'll be going absolutely bonkers
Elias,
all over South America. I can assure you that they will be, because he's managed to take this dramatic, epic third game. And he's back in it. The Puma looks alive. 54 minutes of quite stupendous squash at times. And it's Ali Farag that leads 2-1.
Well, forget about it if there's conditions are a little bit windy, because these two players played absolutely magnificent. There was nothing wrong out there whatsoever. The quality of squash in this game was of the highest order, and the comeback from Elias was even more impressive when you think about the fact that he really was put under so much pressure in the first two games, physically as well, and to find a way back from 4-8 to get back to level terms was incredible. But the quality had to be like that, just nick shots, great holds down the line, and the finish there from Elias just shows what this guy's capable of. World number 9, he could be a lot higher if he can hold this form. Big question mark though is, can he physically stay in this match, because Farag will continue to weave the web in game 4. He leads 2-1.